Chapter 15, The Tragedy Olympics. The aerial shots of the Tuscan countryside and the slopes of Machu Picchu glide across the screen as a row of manicured and glossy 20 and 30-somethings croon, shriek their greetings. All is love and loveliness in the universe of the television show called Bachelor in Paradise. The tragic drama immediately presents. The girls aren't getting along. The bachelor and bachelorettes already have favorites. A contestant's old flame shows up and tries to take back his girl, a move one contestant calls the tragedy of his life. Say what you want about reality TV, but this series brings us unadulterated, uncerebral joy. But we liked it a little better before we started tallying how often the contestants use the word tragedy to describe their hair, wardrobe malfunctions, accidentally ordering a virgin daiquiri, not receiving the rose, having second thoughts. You know, really tragic stuff. When life gives you a monthly subscription to miserable news, it's really hard to take other people's problems seriously, especially when we all know that person who overplays their hand. The store was out of their favorite LaCroix flavor. Tragedy. They missed the new episode of House Hunters. How will they live? Kid refused to wear the larger-than-their-face bow you picked out for picture day. Oh, horrors. Tragedies are life-altering events, not mere inconveniences. So when pop culture overuses the word tragedy, it makes me want to whip out my metaphorical hard times pin collection like a jaded Girl Scout with the heaviest sash. Going through something terrible can make you want to become the perspective police, to command everyone to shut their pie holes until they fully recognize how horrible things are for you. Life can quickly become a measuring stick of suffering. Hard day at the office? That sucks. But are your organs literally eating themselves alive? I used to find myself looking at people and muttering, "You're fine." But one ordinary day I had a good scan. Immediately after, I got in the Duke University Hospital elevator with a really nice older man who was coming from the brain cancer area with his hospital bracelet on, obviously processing some tough news, and I lost it. Tears streamed down my face. It all came flooding back. The realization that life is hard, and it's hard for everyone. So maybe cut your very irritable neighbor some slack if they're muttering under their breath again. Or that Facebook friend who only posts photos of their minor ankle injuries for pity. Or the colleague who insists on Googling another symptom on WebMD. When people enter the Tragedy Olympics, they don't always realize that it's not actually a game. It's just life. And we are all, for better or worse, players who need each other more than we need an award. A blessing for when you realize everyone is struggling. Blessed are you who have realized that life is hard, and it's hard for everyone. Your awareness came at a cost. You lost something you can't get back. You were diagnosed with chronic pain or degenerative disease. Your family fell apart, and things have never been the same. Blessed are you who gave up the myth that the good life is one of happiness, success, perfection. The life that looks beautiful on Facebook but isn't real. You who realize it is okay to not be okay, to not have a shining life, because no one does. Blessed are you who see things clearly, where struggle is everyone's normal. You walk among the fellowship of the afflicted, a club no one wants to join. And while this life isn't shiny, it does come with superpowers. Superpowers of ever-widening empathy and existential courage that get you back up after another fall, and a deepened awe at the beauty and love that can be found amid life's rubble. Like flowers that grow from the cracks in the sidewalk, these virtues blossom in you, and thank God for you. Blessed are all of us who struggle, for we are in good company and will never walk alone.